Hey Aquarius, what's up? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome. Alright, first card that we have out is the Fool. There may be something new that you're trying. There can be something new that you're experiencing, something new that you're getting into. The Fool can also be about being in a situation and doing things a different way. So it may be like same situation, but I'm going to handle it differently this time. So it's just about sort of like carving out a different path than you're used to, whether you're in like a completely new situation or you feel like you're at the very beginning of a journey that you're starting, or you're in a same situation, but it's going to be sort of a different way that things play out because you're changing something within it. It looks like you're moving forward with something, like you're moving on, you're moving forward. So you can also feel like you're ready now to do something, where before you were like, I don't know about this. You could be in a spot now where you're like, no, I'm ready to do this. Some of you, there could be something that you're launching. I'm hearing the word launch. Okay. I'm seeing Knight of Cups. I'm seeing the Lovers. I'm seeing the Queen of Cups here. I want to clarify. You may be expressing your feelings in a different way, or expressing yourself, but stuff that comes from the heart. I want to clarify the Lovers. This can mean that you're emoting differently. There can be like somebody that you're reaching out to, somebody that you're connecting with. Okay. I'm seeing 5 of Swords come out, and I'm also seeing 2 of Pentacles as clarifying. I want to pull a couple more though. For the Lovers. Okay. Some of you, there's somebody that you're connecting with. The way that 6 of Pentacles is coming out, I feel like there's like something here that you're trying to figure out, but I don't think that it's going to take you like a long time for this to be realized. So we have 3 of Cups coming out here connected with the Lovers. So this is meaning like something that you're doing, something that you're connecting with. It can be like a person that you're connecting with. This can just be like leading up to something that's feeling important to you as well. Because I know for some of you, like this isn't, for some of you, this is going to be centered around a relationship. For some of you, it's not necessarily. Like this can be like I'm taking a chance to express myself in some way, connecting with something that I care about, and I'm feeling really connected with that part of myself where I'm feeling in touch with my feelings and ready to express myself, whether that be with another person or not. So I'm seeing that sort of be what's going on here. But the Lovers can be like I'm finally doing something that I care about, that I may have been holding off on, that I'm ready for now to have the Fool here. Or this can be like somebody that you want to approach, that you're ready to approach now. So I'm seeing 3 of Cups come out connected with the Lovers. So this can mean like I'm reaching out to this person and I want to connect with them. I want to be making plans with them. I may be expressing myself in a different way. To have the Fool here, it's like the very beginning of a journey, or it's you doing something that you're not usually comfortable with. But the way that the 6 of Pentacles is coming out, it's like I feel like it's teetering back and forth. So you can be trying to figure out like whether or not something will work, something will be like aligned with your values or your expectations, like those sorts of things. To have 8 of Wands, I feel like things are going to pick up, like the pace is going to be picked up. There can be a type of reciprocity that you're looking for, like hopes that you have even, of something being stable or something being consistent. Okay. But you just expressing yourself in this way may have felt like a big deal to you. I'm seeing Gemini here. Okay, I'm seeing a Tower, but I keep seeing Six of Swords. So whatever this is, I'm seeing there be like we're moving on, or we're moving forward. Something could have really taken you by surprise here. Okay. We have a Tower, which is about like taking action because it's connected with Mars, so it can be like doing something very quickly. The Tower can also be associated with like whatever this thing is that you're doing that's associated with this leap of faith. Having the Tower here can be something very, very unexpectedly happening. For some of you, this is about how you're unexpectedly receiving a message, or just something that you didn't think was going to happen. To have the Four of Swords here after, it means that after this big moment of there being like action, or there being some type of surprise, or just whatever this was that you weren't expecting, this feels like something on an emotional level, because the Queen of Cups is right before this. So it can be something that feels like it's bringing something up for you, or there's like an emotional reaction. It can be like any type of thing like that. Then to have the Four of Swords after, it's like, okay, after the big chaos of whatever that is, like that big moment, this can feel like a climax in some way, then I'm going to rest. Like I need to spend time collecting myself. Thinking about something for some of you. I'm seeing this is also, it looks like maybe you've been taking time connecting and trying not to overexert yourself. Yeah, the way that this Eight of Pentacles is coming out is like almost reversing on top of the Four of Swords. Maybe you're taking a break from something that you'd been working on. I'm seeing you've also really come a long, long way emotionally, too. The way that I'm seeing this is that like something is going to take you by surprise, whether it be a way that you do something or it's about somebody else. And it looks like it's connected with somebody expressing themselves. So this can be like an unexpected message that you get, or like somebody that you weren't expecting to hear from. But for some of you, you can be like you maybe weren't expecting to express yourself in a particular way, and you were like, nope, I'm just gonna do it. It can be like that type of thing. But then to see the Four of Swords after, it looks like there's like silence or space or quiet, because we're seeing Knight of Cups here, which is like, I'm gonna share what this is, like what I'm thinking or how I'm feeling. And then to have Four of Swords, it's like, okay, and then I'm gonna like be off of my phone for a while, like that type of thing, or I'm gonna shut the laptop or whatever it is. So it feels like something here happening, you sort of recovering from whatever this is that's happening. Nine of Pentacles can be you sort of sitting in whatever it is that you have going on currently that you're happy to be within, because Nine of Pentacles is like the stuff that I have that I'm really enjoying within my life. For some of you, this can be like a relationship that you have, that you're spending time to have the Lovers, and to have Nine of Pentacles here. This can be like a staple that you have within your life, or something that feels important to you that you're tending to. There would be somewhat of an emotional connection to this. And for some of you, I'm seeing that there's a relationship actually that's being worked on. But this can be in like a new or different way than is usual for you. To have the Fool here, because the Fool feels like I'm doing something differently for myself, for like my mental health, or for myself emotionally. But this is like a continuation of what you've been doing. Like, some of you, this can be like a continuation of therapy, or it can be a continuation of practicing like coping strategies, or anything that allows you to feel like centered and grounded. But I'm seeing that even though you're doing things or doing something that you care about, this can also be like a relationship that you're tending to, but doing so in a bit of a different way than you normally would. Because I'm seeing, again, this is like a continuation of the work that you already do, that you've already done on yourself, especially emotionally, internally. A continuation. And I'm seeing you've already done a lot internally. To have the Fool here, you may be like trying something new. So it can be like a new coping strategy that you're working with, or it can be like I'm going to, like, I've never really expressed myself like this, and now I'm going to express myself like that. Or it can be a way that you're, I don't know, like changing a sleeping pattern or something, because we have cups here, and that can be connected with that. So things like this, or like a different way that you're showing up within a relationship too. But it's only happening first because you're changing the way that you're showing up within the relationship with yourself. And for some of you, that means that something's gonna be happening that's changing the way that you show up within a relationship. So it starts with you and yourself, and then it would then sort of like ripple out to a relationship that you have. Some of you, I'm seeing 3 court cards here. There may be 3 people that are involved in this. 2, 3. This can also just be all you as well. But I'm seeing like up to 3 people for some of you. For those of you that are associated with a couple different narratives. Some of you may be the one that unexpectedly or unusually expressed yourself in a situation that feels different than is normal for you, and I'm seeing there be an intention here. For some of you, you were on the receiving end of this. For others of you too, I'm seeing like another angle that this can be seen by, and this, for those of you, that would be, let me just break this down. I'm seeing a bunch of cups here, okay? So this means there are things that are being transferred emotionally or energetically, that there's like communication, there's sharing, there's informing even, there's mobilizing of feelings, those types of things. For the energy, and remember too, you can be all of these energies, you can be some of these energies. For some of you, this is all happening just between yourself. For others of you, this can be happening with you within a partnership. For others of you, there can be 3 people that are involved here. What I'm seeing is that for whoever is identified with this Knight of Cups here, this is about taking a leap of faith to express yourself in a particular type of way. And it looks like it's going in the direction of something that you feel connected with. I'm seeing a Queen of Cups here that is on the receiving end of this. So it feels like in certain ways there's like a match as far as the element. I'm seeing a Tower though. So this would mean that if you're on the receiving end of this, this could have been a surprise. I'm also too seeing that there's like it looks like nothing happens after. Like it's like, oh, this unexpected thing happens, and then I'm seeing there be like relaxing, I'm seeing there be like enjoying things, I'm seeing there be like tending to stuff that's going on. So it's sort of like there may be things that are being tended to, but it's not whatever this was over here that was happening. And then also, and there can also be to this, somebody sort of involved with their own process over here. Then I'm also seeing potentially another like angle that this is being looked at from, and I'm seeing a King of Cups. And so for the King of Cups that's having an experience, this can mean that something is going on and they're in sort of like a new space or a new territory that feels a bit different to them, where they feel like there could even be some sort of risk or there are new elements, and I'm seeing something that they weren't expecting happening, and I'm seeing them really doing their best to sort of move through this and use the basically the skills that they already have to sort of like maneuver through this in a way where they feel like they're calm and centered how they're moving through this. But that may not be feeling easy for them. They may actually be feeling a bit stressed out. See that? It's like I'm doing it, but this is heavy lifting right now. Like I'm processing this, I'm present, I'm staying centered, but this is very, very difficult. This is very, very challenging. And one could even feel like they're moving in a direction of being like, is this getting to be too much? Like that type of thing. Someone could also feel too like there's just a lot going on right now. Like there can be a feeling of overwhelm that's connected with plans, but plans, choices, pathways, options. One could also feel though that by sort of organizing, it may help with that too. Counterbalancing is what I'm hearing. This can be like prioritizing as well. All right. Thinking. So this is going on and there's sort of the pressure. This can be like pressure emotionally that one is feeling too, to sort of like remain in this space, to like stay checked in as well, even though all of this is going on. Rather than adding more on one's plate, I'm seeing Hermit. So this is about actually spending time reflecting on this. Like, why am I feeling this way? It could be like, why is there so much on my plate? Or why am I feeling overwhelmed right now? Or like, what's going on? So it feels like looking at a bunch of stuff in front of you, or in front of whoever this King of Cups is. King of Cups looking at all of this stuff in front of them, and rather than being like, I'm gonna jump in and do something about it, it's sort of like assessing the scene appropriately to figure out, I think, how best to approach everything as well. We're gonna pull one more card. So this does look like, yes, finding the most empowering way to move through this. That's what Hermit discovers, is what I'm seeing. It looks like there's, okay. Whose energy is this? I am seeing something else going on here. Okay, when I'm splitting the deck, I'm looking at the Star, I'm looking at Four of Cups, I'm looking at Three of Swords, and I'm looking at Five of Swords. So this can mean that one is like focused on their journey. Four of Cups can be like being focused on what's going on. There can be something that's coming through that one feels moving away towards, like not taking that on. Can be a focusing on self. There can be a focusing on healing too, and keeping the heart open as well. Four of Cups can be something that's not being taken as well. Let's see. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune. So if anything is going on where some of you may be taking some time to like recover emotionally from something. For others of you, you may be really checking in and seeing what's resonating with you and following through with what you want to do versus what you don't want to do, and not obligating yourself to be taking on anything that you don't want to be taking on. For some of you, you're moving through a situation that's feeling challenging emotionally and you're wanting to keep your heart open as you move through it. But there may have been something that came up that you weren't anticipating, and that could have thrown you off a bit. So you could feel like you're sort of like, I feel almost like something happened and it's like an energetic ball being thrown at you and you were standing, and I'm seeing like you caught it, but I think it had you like backpedal a little bit, almost like, am I gonna lose my balance here? But I'm not seeing you lose your balance. I'm seeing you definitely stay on your feet. And then I'm seeing through like the self-reflection here, I'm seeing you end up knowing how to move through this. But it feels very much, with the Fool here, it can be like, I've never been in a situation like this before, but when you end with the Empress, it's like, but now that I've worked through all of this, I know exactly like what I'm meant to do here, even though this is like new to me. And I'm seeing King of Cups and I'm seeing Queen of Cups. So there can be a focus on a relationship, but there can also be a focus to like looking at this through the lens of this just being you with you. This is about you merging those elements, not just of your cups, but of the masculine and your masculine and your feminine energy, and bringing them together to complete the picture here. Because this feels definitely like something emotionally that you're impacted by, feeling emotion, energetic, and then how you go about sort of handling this situation. I'm looking at Virgo, I'm looking at Venus, I'm looking at Gemini, Mars, and also Uranus here. Anything else? Some of you, there could have been something that was expressed. Some of you could feel like there could be a focus on you could have felt inundated in some way and felt like you needed to sort of like recover from whatever that was. Also, too, to have the Lovers and the Nine of Pentacles, this feels like focusing on relationships that feel important to you, or a relationship that feels important to you. And you may just be like in hermit mode doing that, like spending time. I'm also seeing too, let's talk about the different characters in here. For the Queen of Cups that's moving through this, I'm seeing sort of the like current energetic place. I'm seeing Queen of Cups, I'm seeing Eight of Pentacles. So this is somebody being open to their emotions, working on things. And then to have the Empress, it's sort of like one working through this in a way where they feel a sense of empowerment moving through it, of getting to a spot where it's like sort of keeping the rhythm and like maintaining the vibration. For the Knight of Cups and the Four of Swords, this can be like expressing. There can be like a dip in the energy. There can also be like, I'm taking time to recover or recenter because I feel like I have a lot going on and I feel like stressed out, or I feel overwhelmed, or there's just like a lot happening here. But there can also be, to have Four of Swords, it's supposed to be like a time of rest and recharging. And to have Ten of Wands, it can be like, but I feel like I can't relax. So that may be something that's being looked at and reflected upon, like why that's happening. So I'm seeing that's also why Hermit is here too. And then for the King of Cups energy, we sort of already reviewed this, but I'm seeing somebody feel like they're sort of in a new space emotionally, and they may have had something come along that sort of rocked the boat a bit, and being in a space where I'm seeing them, they're in a spot where they're handling what's going on, but they may have felt initially like, wow, I wasn't expecting that to happen, or I felt really taken aback by that, or like that came out of nowhere, like that type of thing. But I'm seeing them like really remain steady and stable through this. All right, friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.